Welcome to Sustainment Training and Management in the Executive Protection Industry. This discussion is a professional guide to help those understand maintaining operational readiness in the protection industry and managing the client and or corporation's expectation when it comes to training, quality assurance, and compliance. I'm Aaron Malden. I'll be with you today. Training has always been my passion. I've been in the executive protection industry now for 18 years, and within those 10 years, I've either created, instructed, implemented, or managed over probably 600 training programs. In 2019, my time at AS Solution with my counterpart Sam Bruce, we hit a record where we ran 149 programs in 12 months in 4 countries, training over 2,300 agents. At that time, the industry was really weird. I spoke about this in 2015 at the IPSB conference when I was at Bally's, because I was on the board for training. And the biggest thing is that you had all these corporations and family offices and security companies that were hiring for EP agents, but the training companies set the tempo of the baseline for what is being taught to get them in, which it should have been the other way around. Corporations or family offices should have came in and said, hey, this is what we need these guys to know to be able to function on the detail. And the reason why is because a lot of it was regurgitated. We were just getting out of the high threat, era at that time where PSD was toning down, which, everything was based off the State Department or maybe even Secret Service, more diplomatic and dignitary protection, which I agree. I think everyone should know the big picture on that. But when these companies, and I was wondering when we see these individuals, they were just overkill, over the top. Everything was black and white. Where, in my opinion, and I think a lot of other people's opinion, that corporate executive protection is completely different than what is perceived in training, right? And the same, I think, goes for celebrity protection, high profile public figures, to high net worth individuals, to asset protection. So at that time, I really was hammering home where the security company is like, hey, you need to go to these corporations that you're wanting them to hire your students as a perk of going through their training program, and ask them what do they want. Because right now there's a baseline, and I know what that baseline is for the industry. So a lot of these companies are training these agents up to standard, and they're missing one or two things, which when they get on, now that company is going to have to spend the money to get them up for compliance to operate. One's a driving program. Driving programs are super expensive, but if you come onto a company and you're driving a company vehicle or a principal's vehicle, that's a mandatory yearly sustainment training that they have to go through. So why wouldn't a school provide that? A lot of them do, which I'm happy about. But that's the kind of stuff that I want to discuss today. Sustainment training is a little bit different than, formal training to break into the industry. This was originally, I wrote this originally to target corporations and family offices to maintain operational readiness, as we talked about. But now I want to add in security companies too, because security companies should have a sustainment training program. So if you're a security company, and this is probably going to irritate a lot of people, or, is if you're a security company and you're selling executive protection agents that are, competent, capable, trained, and experienced to corporations, and you do not have a sustainment training program, you're wrong. You're just a guard company. And hopefully these topics that we're going to discuss will open everyone's eyes on compliance and liability.
Catalyst Training and Consulting Group. Comprehensive executive protection, consulting, training, and management. Learn more at catalysttraininggroup.com.